The Movie Preview Critic. Informing and entertaining your movie world.
There have been many great sequels. There have even been prequels. Now, get ready for the world's first Squeakquel.
In 2007, Alvin and the Chipmunks made $358 million. That's all we need to know when we shrug our shoulders, scrunch our eyebrows, and clench our teeth while violently asking, "The Squeakquel? Really? What the f***?" This Squeakquel exists because the first movie was insanely profitable. So can we really blame 20th Century Fox for greenlighting a follow-up? The first one was born out of the adaptation of old popular TV shows craze of the early 2000s, which gave us less than great films like Transformers and G.I. Joe. If Alvin and the Chipmunks didn't make any money, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. But it did, and we are. Following this train of thought, I have to call bull not only on 20th Century Fox, but on myself. The only reason I'm making this preview review is that the one for Alvin and the Chipmunks has reached 2 million views. Yes, I have a video that's been watched 2 million times, but it's for Alvin and the Chipmunks. So I'm making this video just out of curiosity, to see if those numbers are going to repeat themselves. Not because I want to get rich or popular, but just because I want to find out, are there really that many Alvin and the Chipmunks fans? I'm going to volunteer a theory that no one consciously says, I'm going to become an Alvin and the Chipmunks fan. For me, it's just an involuntary reaction of being a kid. All kids like cute, funny, furry, adorable woodland creatures that can talk and sing. But the key seems to be the high-pitched voices. If you make anybody's voice sound like that, they're going to become funny and lovable.
I think I fell in love with someone who, first of all, Kate's 2 years older than I am. So when I met Kate, I was 20. Yeah, let me interrupt this real quick because I think I can see the direction you guys are hedging on this because...
The Chipmunks have been around for about 60 years, and it seems every 20 or so, a new generation becomes enchanted by their "we've just been kicked in the balls" singing voices. Is there anyone who can really say they haven't at some point in their life truly enjoyed listening to the Chipmunk Christmas song? Or watching their Saturday morning cartoon back in the day? Because I definitely stand guilty as a childhood Chipmunk fan. So let's just admit it, they're a childhood rite of passage. I just wish the movies were a whole lot better.
You best be shutting the up, you little biatch, or else I'm gonna get my peeps on your ass again. You remember what happened to you last time you talked about us?
Yes, I do, Alvin.
Good, but maybe your viewers don't. So why don't you give them the 411, biatch?
Thanks a lot, Alvin, for that charming intro. And yes, I think I will, because it was a traumatic experience. Imagine, fellow movie lovers, if you will, my surprise when one day, after posting the Alvin and the Chipmunks preview review, the views start dramatically rising. Day by day, the hits move from a couple hundred to a couple thousand to a couple 100,000. And at the time, I can't help but have a little smile on my face thinking, wow, people must really like this preview review. And that smile lasts until I start reading the comments.
OMFG, do you really have nothing better to do? Pulling their freaking history that go way back before I was bleeding born? Are you just making points that all movies bore you? Cause, newsflash, I already know that these people are taking our money, and I enjoy giving it to them. Stop repeating your bull and get a job. Just wasted 8 minutes watching your Dude, this film rocks. You're just blind. You obviously can't see how good this film is. This is a kid's film, so that's probably why you don't like it. This video is stupid.
Nothing too offensive. Some passionate Chipmunk fans defending their happiness. I can respect that. But then, it gets hardcore.
Son of a bitch, you suck donkey Shut up! You don't have a life, so you're an emo freak and think everything negative is right. You know what, you bastard? If you don't know anything, don't say anything, you retard. And yes, you did deserve all that, bitch.
You suck, bitch. That's right, biatch. You don't mess with Chipmunk Nation. We'll unleash a world of hurt on your dumb ass.
Alvin, it's past your bedtime.
Okay, Dave. I was just using the bathroom. I gotta go, movie preview critic, but you best be careful. Cause if I find out you're dissing me and my bros, you're gonna get your ass up.
What else can you say? Chipmunks make people happy and insanely verbally violent if you try to piss on that happiness. But can you really blame them? In these unpredictable, chaotic days, can we really afford to piss on things that make people smile? Not really. Unless the smile someone has from watching a movie like this is the same kind that a zombie has after being electrically shocked by some lowest common denominator entertainment. I'm only going to ask one question, or really, I'm just going to say one word to clarify this point. Pixar. If Alvin and the Chipmunks was in the hands of Pixar, it would have heart, soul, and be entertaining. It wouldn't only appeal to 10-year-olds, but also to the 30-year-olds who grew up with the Chipmunks in the 80s, and the 50 to 70-year-olds that the Chipmunks made smile back in the 1960s. But that kind of creativity takes too much energy, and isn't really cost effective. So for Alvin and the Chipmunks and the Squeakquel, we get monkyourself.com. Yeah, go here and you can dress Alvin and Brittany up to look like a gangsta and a hoe. Awesome, right? Then you can record a message. What would they say?
What up, yo? I'm the first chipmunk pimp. Represent. Hey guys, where's the party? Cause I'm ready to drink too much, black out, and take the walk of shame.
That sure is some dumbed down, monked up. And notice down below, marketing, marketing, marketing. Alvin and the Chipmunks have completely sold out. But whatever, right? I mean, it's only a cartoon. And it's titled The Squeakquel. If this level of cutesiness was measured in sugar, we'd all be in diabetic comas. And do we even need to review the storyline? Alvin does something cute and funny, the Chipettes show up, and the movie ends with a setup for the threequel. And if you really want to know what the story's going to be, based on the trailer, it seems something like the Chipmunks go to high school and meet the Chipettes. No, they don't go to Chipmunk High School. They go to Human High School. And yes, they play dodgeball. And yes, if a human teenager threw a ball at a chipmunk and actually hit it, they'd probably die. And yes, if a chipmunk was walking in a high school hallway, he or she would probably get squashed, or instinctively attacked by clawing and biting any foot that even remotely threatened them, in the process transmitting rabies. And yes, romance between a chipmunk and a human is technically illegal. But come on, let's not be douchebags. This is a fantasy world. It's like Avatar or Lord of the Rings. We have to suspend our disbelief. We have to just have some fun. We just have to be kids. Obviously, there's a lot of warning signs here, and normally I'd rate this unworthy of big screen viewing and recommend seeing it as a rental. But again, it's for little kids, and kids don't care if a movie is a cinematic masterpiece. And they probably shouldn't. That's one of the great things about being young. Not worrying about all that adult stuff, like things making sense. So if you're a fan of the first, love the Chipmunks, and want to see cutesy silliness on the big screen, you're probably going to check it out. But for those of us who know better, we have to do better. Wait till DVD or Blu-ray and watch it when you feel like asking yourself, what the happened to Jason Lee? I mean, he was Brody in Mallrats. As for David Cross, I think he's doing this as some kind of sick joke, which will later be part of his stand-up. Finally, here's the ultimate test.
Like what you see? Call Ian Hawk, 310-555-5309.
If that clip made you cringe, you shouldn't see this. But if it made you smile and laugh, more power to you. I respect your taste, you can defend your passion, go and enjoy the movie. But remember, Pixar. Until next time, choose your movies wisely because StoryCorp gives us more of what we pay for. And as always,
Long live good movies.